I joined the Navy in March of '77. I graduated high school in '76 and found out the hard way I wasn't ready for college. Floundered for a couple of months as a lifeguard in a hotel pool, rooftop pool overlooking the Pentagon. I wonder if that impacted my decision. Whoa, who's that guy? They dressed us and took pictures early on. Those are my civilian glasses that I didn't have much longer. Oh, I see. Some punk kid that thinks he's a big shot. Boot camp is boot camp. Not going to go much there. I left boot camp in Orlando and headed north to Great Lakes for A School, Marine Machinist A School, where I learned about pumps and valves and air compressors and steam and all kinds of things that I'd never learned about before. After A School, I returned to Orlando for nuclear power training. I got there early and had watch duty for a while. There was preschool. I think that was, I don't know, a short period of time where you learned, where they brought everybody up to speed on physics and math. And then there was the nuclear power school where we learned about uh, radioactive decay, explosion, and hopefully not, and maintaining reactors and actually a lot of good engineering stuff. And I greatly appreciated the time there. But more than the education, there was a lot of time to have fun. Yes, one time I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. It was a whole day experience. Four of us went. Um, one of my best buddies through this whole time had a pickup truck that was painted fire truck red. He was a volunteer fireman from New York, and he was a blast. And this is one of the things I got to do because I knew him. That's really what happened. Here's the proof. I really, really did do it. The one thing he told me when I got down that he didn't write here was I had my eyes closed. Yeah, I had my eyes closed. That's not me, but that's basically how the jump was. You climb out onto a step under the wing, hold on to the frame stanchions there, and you let go. You see the ripcord is attached to the airplane, so you don't have to remember to pull that, luckily. And yeah, I did everything right with my eyes closed. I saw what was coming. I didn't want to see it coming fast. Most of the time was spent somehow in the water. Um, we learned to snorkel and scuba dive. We would gather crab, lobster, swim with the manatee, spearfish, not exactly that fish, but had fun. Um, Before we left Florida when we were done, we went down to the Keys and camped. And we went out in a rented boat and fell into migrating lobster. We gathered enough that we went back to the KOA, cooked up and ate all we could, and then went around campsite to campsite saying, "Would you like some?" We had a blast. After Orlando, I went to New York where I practiced being on a submarine at a land plant, and then I went on a submarine for 4 years, roughly 4 years. Um, Ended up in Bangor, Washington, where I got out of the Navy and the submarine was decommissioned the same month, March 1983. Okay, time to tell on myself. I played soccer with the boat team on the base league. Um, I was not a soccer player. I found myself at one point facing the goal with most of the other players in front of me, the ball rolling towards me. That's right, rolling. I don't even think it was bouncing. I said, I got this. And I went to kick it. Oh, Charlie Brown would be so proud. I didn't fall, but I definitely flubbed the kick. But it blooped up and over everybody and bounced into the goal. That's right, a lucky fluke. And I wasn't the GOAT.